Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome. Lovely to see you all. Ooh. Hi, hello. Welcome everyone. I hope that you're having a good day or a good morning or wherever you are in the world. Hello, welcome. Okay, so welcome everyone. Welcome, beautiful goddesses, beautiful queens. It's so lovely to have you here with me on the live call. I always love it when we do it live, people that show up live. It's just love the energy, feel it. Welcome to tonight, or could be anywhere you're in the world, healing session. Welcome to May. It is a week earlier than normal because I'm going away. So I had to bring it forward a week. But so thank you for coming. Right. So today could be a little sticky topic. It could be a sticky topic. Sometimes I like to go a bit deeper than normal. So today we're actually going to be looking at blame. And blaming people or blaming situations or making excuses when actually we need to take responsibility for our part in whatever's happening, right? Because we're powerful creators. We create our reality, and that can be a good thing, but that can also suck at the same time, right? If your current reality sucks. But the thing is, you have to take some responsibility in that. And so with this, we're going to be letting go of the victim. And I know how attractive victim is. I spent many years, and I still go into victim. I'm human. I have my little victim, my little Paddy. And then I have put my big girl pants on, take responsibility and get over it and move on. Because at the end of the day, when you can take responsibility for something, it doesn't mean condoning what other people have done or the situation, just bringing a lot of compassion and taking responsibility for your part in it, then you can let it go. And that's the main thing. Like, we carry so much baggage around. Like, and again, I know this, like I carried hate and rage and anger and hurt and pain around for years before I did anything about it. And the thing is, the only person that was hurting was me. The person really who'd done that to me, they didn't care. They probably couldn't even remember. So the only person it's hurting is you. So if you can, and I know it can be really hard sometimes, looking at something and being like, well, I suppose I could have responded rather than reacted. Or actually maybe that's not all on them, that blame, or maybe it's not just down to those circumstances because I created them. That's what we're going to be looking at today. So it's going to take some courage. I'm not going to lie, it could get sticky. It's going to take some courage, but I'm here as your guide. I'm with you, and if you can, stay in the room. Okay, I'm excited because I love digging. I love getting down and dirty with this stuff, you know, like any of the shame, the blame, the guilt, like any of these heavy emotions that we carry around. It might be uncomfortable at the time, but oh my gosh, the freedom when you move through them and on the other side is just amazing. The liberation that you feel. And you can feel in your body the vibration that you're then on, and you can feel it in your mind. Like the way I work is like you can feel the rewiring of your mind almost. Because sometimes as humans, we like to get very fixated or attached to something, particularly outcomes. And then when we focus on that, we can get so in our heads. Whereas when you can just let it go, move past it and shift your focus onto something that you do want to create, you do want to call into your life, that's when it's so much better. So I would love to know in the chat where you're from, where you're like, I don't want to say calling in from, but like, I mean, yeah, whatever, where you're zooming in from. Just let me know in the chat where you are, say hi. I never read out anyone's names So it is private. Hello, Manchester. I used to live in Manchester. Yeah, I never read out anyone's name. So if you feel comfortable, then please share. If you don't, that's cool too. You can just sit here. I really love these spaces to be a place for you to come where you can nourish yourself, fill your cup up. If your cup's not full and you're running on empty, then like, be in this energy, be in this group, and just allow yourself to receive. That's why I've got loads of energy this evening. I'm really feeling it. It's springtime here. I'm like, woo, ready to go. So like, you just receive if that's what you need. If you want to engage with me, that's great. But it really is, it's your experience, not mine. I'm just a guide. Wow, hello. I've got Poland, welcome. Oh, wow, Canada, welcome. Got Canada again, North Carolina, USA, welcome. Very international crowd today, this evening. I also want to say, if you ticked the box to receive the recording, then it will be sent out to you, but can you give me some time, because me and my VA are in different time zones. So just give me 24 hours, but it will be sent out to you as long as you've ticked that box, because Eventbrite and GDPR rules are cracking down. So I just need to make sure that that is all compliant. Right. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Lucy Brand, and I help women to straighten their crowns, claim their thrones, by introducing you to a new way of being and living and creating, basically. Because as I mentioned before, we're powerful creators, and it's all about creating the life that you want. I truly believe that we are here on Earth right now as humans, which is a real privilege, by the way. Like, it's such a privilege. There's so many souls that want to come to planet Earth, believe it or not, because it is hard on planet Earth compared to some of the other planets. And so it's such a privilege to be here. And I think it is the point of us being here, is us creating our own personal heaven, whatever that might look like to you, here on Earth. So what that means to me is drawing it down from the ether, the ideas, the inspiration, the nudges, the desires, which again, I feel are divinely gifted to us, is bringing it down and making it here in this reality, in this 3D reality. And it's supposed to be fun and playful. Okay. Yes, so I said that this is a safe space for us women to come together and heal without judgment. So please feel free, you're welcome to pop in the chat any of your experiences or what you're experiencing, but please don't judge anyone else. Like, this is a safe space where you can just show up and be you. Be you. Mention that. Yes, recording. So even though I'm recording this, the recording will only have my face on it. It won't have anyone else's face, anyone else's names or anything. And like I said, I would not be reading out anyone's names. I'm not sure if I can do that. If you haven't ticked the box, then I'm afraid I can't send you that. Like, you need to tick the box if you want a recording. If not, then you can email my VA tomorrow on hello@lucy-brand.com, and we can sort you out that way. It's the permission thing, basically. So yeah, if you could get in the habit, that makes my life so much easier, and my VA's. Okay, so yeah, the other thing, which is very important, please take responsibility for your own healing. Okay, so like I said, I'm just the guide, and sometimes I like to go deep, you know. I'm not a surface level person. If you want results, you've got to instigate change and go deep, right? So I might speak on subjects, heal something, touch something with the words that I'm talking about, or even you, like when you're tapping on yourself, emotions might come up. Your eyes might start to water, like you might cry, you might yawn. It's all good things. It's the energy moving. It means we're shifting. It means we're changing. But I ask you to take responsibility, and if you can, stay in the room. If it gets a bit too much, breathe and just tap on your collarbone, just here. And breathe. That's all you have to do. But I promise you, if you're brave enough and courageous enough, like the amazing warrior woman that you are, to do this stuff, then the feeling on the other side is just amazing. The freedom on the other side is amazing. You'll thank yourself later. Okay, I get really thirsty. Drinking water and hydrating is really good when you're doing energy work. So I recommend it. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know as well, my 21 days of transformation is now live. Woo, finally launched it. I've been talking about it for a while. So if you like this evening with the tapping that I do, I'll talk a bit more about that in a minute. But if you like what I do and you would like an audio tapping from me every morning, well, every day via an email that is covers everything from like heartache to taking things personally to like courage to there's so many 21 different topics, then that is live on my website lucy-brand.com, and check it out. There's a special offer on at the moment where it's like, I can't remember what I did now, but it's £25 for the 21 audios that you get to keep forever. And they're all about less than 15 minutes long, so you can download them to your phone and tap as you go. Okay, right. So if everyone's ready, let's get into it. So, one more thing I want to mention. I'm just checking my notes. So we're going to be working with the goddess today, Rinda, who's a German goddess, and she represents spring, overcoming, fire, spirituality, and change. So I thought this was an amazing goddess for today, because what we're going to do is at the end of the tapping, we're going to go into a visualization. Oh, someone's just trying to come in. We're going to go into a visualization with the goddess Rinda. Yes. And we're going to, I haven't quite worked this out yet, but we're going to set fire, like burn up in the fires, because fire represents transformation, right? So we're going to feed the fire all of our blame, all of our excuses, and anything we don't want, actually. We're going to throw it into the fire. And then we're in return going to receive the passion. So fire represents passion. And so we're going to receive the passion to make a change, to change things. And that could be taking back our power. That could be taking responsibility in a situation and taking the high road, and maybe, you know, compromising, or maybe compassionately apologizing or something. Like, I don't know, whatever that situation is for you, but taking the high road, even if it's really difficult, so that you can move on. It's not about the other person, it's all about you. Okay, so I'm just going to have some more water. So if you've not tapped with me before, tapping is basically you tap on meridian points on the body, and it's basically acupuncture without the needles. So your meridian points, they relate to different parts of your organs, sorry. And different organs store different emotions, if you like. So that's what it is. And all emotions is energy in motion. And what happens is, well, sometimes if we go, for example, my kryptonite is shock. If I go into shock, that's when all the emotions get stuck in my body, and then I can get stuck in repeating patterns. Yeah, so just follow what I say, repeat after me, tap on the points I tap, and you're all good. I will say, if you can speak out loud, that is the best thing, because us women have been suppressed for a long time, and our voices. So if you could speak it out loud, it's even more, it just releases more, and it's good for you to speak your truth as well. Okay, that's it. I'm done now. So I always get really excited for these lives live shows, live calls. So I just need to get into the way I like to do it is tap on what I call the negative first, and then call in the positive, you know, how you want to feel and how you want to think. So I'm just trying to get in the vibration of blame and victim. Okay, so I'd love for you to think of an example or a situation. It could be past, it could be present, where you know that you're maybe being a little bit of a victim, or you know that you're blaming other people, or you are blaming other people, and that's it, that's fine. Maybe you're even feeling angry about it. Okay, anger is a little bit of a tricky emotion for us women to process because we're not quite sure how to deal with it a lot of the time, because society is deemed we're not really allowed to be angry. So yeah, it can be a tricky emotion. I'd love for you to just start thinking about that and start tapping on the side of the hand here, what we call the karate chop point. I'm like streaming in now. We've had such bad rain today. So my camera lighting's changed. Sorry about that. Okay. Even though sometimes I blame other people when it comes to what's the situation. So it could be finances, love, money, your situation, whatever it might be, your job, your work, your business, whatever it may be. Or I do have quite a few excuses as to why I haven't got, fill in the blank, or why this isn't sorted. But I choose to love and accept myself anyway, because I'm awesome. Even though sometimes I just think it's really not my fault. And I don't know why I need to take responsibility, because it's whose fault, or what fault is it? Because it's blank fault. And I just get really annoyed about it, to be honest. But I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though sometimes I do blame other people for things, or I do blame my circumstances and situation on other things and other people. And I am a little bit open to taking responsibility, maybe. Maybe it's time for me to start taking some responsibility so I can change the results in parts of my life that aren't the way that I want them to be yet. Or maybe relationships that aren't the way that I want them to be yet. There could be some relationships where I blame the other person a lot. Or there could be some relationships where I have no boundaries. And I allow people to walk all over me. Because, and this is a big one for us, I want them to like me. Or I want to be a good girl. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. But maybe I should take responsibility for that. Maybe I should look at changing that a little bit, if I'm ready. But even if I'm not, I choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Okay, so we're going to tap on the points now. So we're going to start on the head. sometimes I really do blame my circumstances on, it's my money situation, it's my relationship situation, my love situation with, and to be honest, it's really hard. I don't know how I'm gonna get over this. I know that I have all these excuses sometimes, but they feel so real to me because it's really not my fault. Oh, I can feel the anger rising here because I go through this with you, right? It's really not my fault that fill in the blank. And it really is blank's fault that. So I'm going to take all this blaming and all this, it's not my fault. And I'm going to choose to acknowledge it in this situation. I'm going to choose to acknowledge, even though it might be really challenging, that I'm blaming. And I am being a little bit of a victim. I'm choosing to acknowledge it. I'm choosing to change it. I'm choosing to flip this on its head. I'm choosing to call my power back in this situation, in this relationship, by taking responsibility. I'm choosing to take responsibility with a bucket load of compassion and so much love for myself. And what I would love for you to do is feel like love in your heart just flowing through your body right now. I'm choosing to love myself for even doing this. I'm choosing to love and respect and value myself for looking at the circumstances or the people that I'm choosing to blame for, instead of looking at the part that maybe I played. And however difficult it might be, maybe I have played a part in this. Willingly or not willingly, or knowingly or not knowingly. But all I know is that, fill in the blank, is not how I want it to be. Maybe it's the relationship. Maybe it's my job. Maybe it's my finances. Maybe it's my love relationships. In all honesty, I wish they were, how do you want them to be? So I'm choosing to acknowledge that. I'm choosing to claim right now to myself what it is I actually want. How do I want to feel in the situation, in the relationship, whatever it might be? What do I actually want? And now, by claiming that, and with so much love and compassion, looking at how I could possibly change it. How could I flip the script on this blaming, victim, disempowerment, which I seem to have got myself into. I'm going to admit that to myself right now, because there's no one else here. And maybe I'm not willing to admit that just yet to the rest of the world. And that is okay. That is more than okay. That's perfect. But right now, I really want a different end result to. I really want to create a different scenario, future with so I'm going to take responsibility. Perhaps I wasn't courageous enough to take action. Perhaps I wasn't ready to forgive. Perhaps I wasn't ready to have a conversation with someone around this. And that's okay. And maybe I'm still not going to be after this tapping. But what I would really love, truly love, is to acknowledge that I'm being brave enough to start looking at this, to start looking at what I want to change in my life, start looking at what I am creating for myself right now, and the stuff that I love. Awesome, more of it, please, universe. The stuff that I don't love as much, I'm going to ask for help. And even that can feel really scary sometimes. But I'm devoted to changing the result of, I'm going to make a commitment to myself that I want to change the result of, because I am so worthy and deserving of, and it is my dream and my deepest desire to, and I know that I can't keep doing the same thing. I can't keep making excuses. I can't keep feeling disempowered or be trapped in victim, because that's not going to get me what I want. That's not going to fulfill my desires. Because my desires, or the end result I want to create in, is hanging out in love, bliss, joy, fun, playfulness. Some more of that, please. I want to feel empowered. And I'm so open to feeling empowered in this situation or relationship. I'm so open to taking the next action steps I know that I need to take in order to create the result I want. And if I don't know what steps to take, then I'm asking the universe or the divine or my intuition, higher power, whatever that is, magic. I'm asking them, help me. Help me change this situation. Help me change this so that I can be free, happy, fulfilled. Because that's what life's meant to be. And I'm so worthy and deserving of that. You know what? I'm giving myself permission to have the end result I desire in. And I'm celebrating myself for claiming the result that I want. Because sometimes we don't claim it. And so I'm choosing to acknowledge it. And I'm also choosing to acknowledge that blank, fill in the blank, is not how I want it to be yet. And I'm also choosing to acknowledge that I am a powerful creator. I create my reality. I create situations. I create my circumstances. And when I claim something, when I decide that I want that experience or that to be my reality, the universe rearranges itself. Rearranges itself for me, just for me. It supports me and loves me. And it wants me to thrive. It wants me to flourish. It wants me to create my heaven here on planet Earth right now. But I might have to do some taking responsibility first, with lots of love and compassion. I might need to get out my comfort zone. Ooh. I might need to have some conversations that could be tricky. Or maybe I just need to check my bank balance. But I'm choosing right now to refocus, to shift my energy, to rewire my mind onto what it is I would love in, how would I love to feel? What would I love to see? What would I love to experience in? So what I would love for you to do now is just, I would love for you to imagine all the feelings. So that thing that's not how you quite want it at the moment, I want you to imagine the end result of how you want it. And then that end result, I want you to feel the feelings of that end result. Okay, how would you feel? Do you feel fulfilled, love, bliss, joy, elation? And turn the dial up. Like if you can say like elation or, you know, orgasmic, whatever it might be. I want you to imagine those feelings. If you want, you can keep tapping. If that's serving you, just tap on here. I want you to imagine those feelings in a balloon, like in a bubble above your head. All those juicy feelings of how you want to feel, of the end result you want to create. Just allow that bubble to be above your head. All those feelings swirling around with like sparkly bits and gold energy. Feel those feelings. And then the bubble bursts and it flows all the way through your crown chakra at the top of your head, down through your spine. And as it comes down, those feelings come down your spine. You notice that your spine just strengthens and straightens. You stand up straight. Your shoulders come back. You open your heart to receive love and give love. And your shoulders come down. You just take that empowerment stance, the warrior goddess that you are stance, and the powerful creatress you are. And you allow these feelings to flow down the front of you, down into your sacral chakra, which is in your womb, the source of creation, and allow yourself to create this reality, this result for you. And as you feel those feelings, turn them up in your body. Allow yourself to intensify those feelings of joy, bliss, whatever they might be for you. And then what I want you to do is visualize the end result that you'd love. Visualize the end result you'd love in this situation, and see yourself stood tall with your shoulders back. Maybe if you want your angel wings, bamf them out. If you want a halo above your head, this is your thing. This is your healing. And just sense those, visualize or feel those feelings, those amazing feelings running down your back, supporting you. This is all available to you. It's all available to you, and you can have it. You just need to create it for yourself and do the big scary things. But you've got this. And what I would love for you to do is now close your eyes. And I'd love for you to imagine that you're sitting on a beautiful wooden bench, like a fallen tree, just that's beautifully shaped into a love seat. And you can see above you this night sky, and there are so many stars, millions and millions and billions of stars shining so bright. And you look up at them and you see ancestors or family ones that may have passed. And they're all with you, cheering you on. They want you to create your heaven here on earth. They've passed the baton to you. It's your turn now. And they're all there twinkling in the sky, surrounding you, supporting you, loving you, cheering you on. And they're so proud of you, so proud of what you've created. But they know you've like 10% of your potential. Oh, and you can feel the infinite potential and possibility of creating extraordinary outcomes for yourself or results in the air. It's like the air's crackling with lightning, but it's like ideas and inspirations, all ripe for you to do the picking, all ready for you to do the picking. And as you are in this scenario, there's a fire in the middle, a beautiful fire. It's not quite roaring, but it's giving you warmth. And you hear, it's almost like you hear Mother Earth breathing. It's silent, but you feel the pulse of life, that pulse of creation, that rhythm, which you are an integral part of, which is just amazing. You're a massive part of the tapestry of life. How beautiful is that? And you get to create your reality. That's even more amazing. So as you feel that rhythm, you start to dance. You start to dance. And if you want to dance in this reality, you dance, my love. You do what you do, you do whatever you want. And you start to dance and sway your hips as you feel the rhythm of Mother Earth herself, and you dance with her to her rhythm. And Mother Earth is the most powerful creator of all. And you feel that strength. You allow yourself to receive that powerful strength through that rhythm, that empowerment, that that knowledge, that wisdom that you can create anything. And as you're dancing and the stars are above you and you're feeling that rhythm, you feel connected to everything. Every blade of grass, through to every star, through to every animal, through to every human being. You feel that. You feel that connection, that cosmic connection, which you can't really explain, but you sense it, you feel it, and you feel that empowerment and that love and that support. And you know you're never really alone. You're so supported and so loved. And as you do this, you kind of search inside of you for any part, any remaining doubt or anxiety or victim or blame or anything that contributes to your disempowerment and not your empowerment, not the goddess queen that you are. And that's okay. But what I would love for you to do is just bring that forward. Bring those little scenarios or those situations or those relationships or anything like that where you where you feel disempowered or your boundaries are stepped on or anything like that, any place where you play the victim and any excuses you may have that are the way things are, I want you to throw them into the fire. Throw them into the fire and watch them burn up. Watch them burn up. Give them to the fire. It loves it. And watch them melt away, burn away, transform like a phoenix. They just change. And then on the other side of this fire, as you're throwing in any blame, any excuses, you see the beautiful Goddess Rinda, the German Goddess Rinda, and she stands there opposite you, and she's glorious. And you see her smile, and you feel that passion. So as you're throwing in any blame or any excuses into the fire, you see when she appears, you get to receive love, you get to receive passion, you get to receive igniting the fire within you to create the life that you desire and are so deserving. That's not even in question here. You were born worthy and deserving of everything. And as you allow yourself to receive that passion, that love, that joy, allow yourself to receive it in every fiber of your being. Just allow your muscles to relax with it. You've got this. Not about striving or pushing. It's about just maybe taking different action or coming from a different place or just becoming empowered, embodying the empowered queen that you are. And the beautiful Goddess Rinda, she comes over and she whispers something in your ear that's just for you, only for you. Could be anything. And then she gives you the biggest hug. And you even feel she's the goddess of fire and solar. So you feel that warmth. And you notice that there's any fear or any doubts or anything like any insecurities, she's drawing them out of you. And then you watch them just like flare up in fire and they're gone. They're gone. And in their place is just love and passion and excitement at all the possibilities, And you look up towards the sky and there you see all the stars, all your ancestors, even galactic connections. It's all connected. And you take a deep breath in, really noticing and remembering this moment of empowerment, of passion, of making things happen, of creating what it is you desire, creating the results you want. And this glow starts to appear and you feel it in your heart as the passion is coming through. You are a strong, beautiful, amazing woman. And you feel that. And you also know that you could create anything you choose. You've just got to be open and you've just got to be brave and courageous. And you have bucket loads of that. And you are one resilient goddess. You know that. And you just think of all the things that you've created, all the things that you've created that you love in your life, and how proud and amazing you are, how proud of yourself you are. And allow that pride, like a lion again, beautiful lion and lion's mane, just shaking it off, roaring with pride, just allowing it as you feel this connection to Mother Earth, the stars, everything, all that is. And as you continue to sway and dance, the fire is kind of coming down a bit now. It's not roaring as much because the fire is within you and you feel that heat. Oh, it feels so exciting. Rinda must leave now. And she gives you a big hug that's so warm. And again, you feel this rush of passion and fire within you, and a kind of a bolster of like, you've got this. You've so got this. And then she disappears into the fire. She just disappears into the fire because we're all one. And then I would love for you to keep your eyes closed and just drink in that scene before you come back into your beautiful body. Keeping your eyes closed, taking a deep breath in, letting it go, keeping your eyes closed, and just notice your beautiful body. How does it feel? Notice the beautiful thing that you may have been sitting on or lying on, or maybe even standing if you've been dancing. Just really, really enjoying being in your body, having that experience, and thanking yourself for the experience, thanking the Goddess Rinda for the experience, thanking yourself for being brave and courageous and staying in the room and doing the work. And then when you're ready, but only when you're ready and in your own time, you can open your eyes and come back to me. And if you are back with me, and if you feel like confident, or you feel that you want to share in the chat anything, then please do. I welcome it. If there's anything that you want to share about your experience, how you're feeling, or any intuitive nudges that came up for you, or maybe even what's your next action step. It's completely up to you. But then if you just want to bask in your chilledness, then you can as well. Your experience. Hey, my loves. Wow, I think you might all be off. It's been an absolute honor and privilege to be with you here live tonight. I hope that you have a wonderful evening or day if you're in Canada, the other side of the world. But yeah, I hope that you have a lovely time. And if you did enjoy this, then I would suggest checking out 21 Days of Transformation on my website, lucy-brand.com. And I shall see you next month at the normal third Wednesday of the month. Oh, thank you. That was lovely. Thank you. You're so welcome. Thank you. That was wonderful. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, everyone. I love doing it. So I hope you feel nourished. I hope you feel ready for action. Put on your big girl pants, put on your cape, and go out there and make it happen. I love you. I love you very much. Take care. Bye.